She messaged me. I'm crashing at my ex's tonight. You can prove you're not the jealous type by being totally fine with it. I wrote back, do whatever you feel you have to. Then I found her ex's wife on Instagram, located her openly listed work number, and called her to ask if she was aware my fiancé was sleeping over. Moments later, the wife accidentally merged the call into a three-way. Look, I'm not going to pretend I feel bad about it. I don't. But apparently these posts need a tiny sprinkle of fake remorse at the top, so there you go. 6 weeks ago, I, 36M, was engaged to Stephanie, 34F, my girlfriend of 2 years. Notice the past tense. We shared a nice apartment in Chicago, state matters later for recording laws, split everything 50-50, and I genuinely believed we were solid. I'm an architect focused on sustainable commercial projects. She's a digital marketing director for a medium-sized firm. No children, just one extremely judgmental cat named Maurice who never fully recognized my authority in his kingdom. We met at a mutual friend's housewarming, instantly clicked over our shared loathing of overly hoppy beer, and coasted along with almost zero drama for most of the relationship. On our second anniversary, I proposed. We were set to get married next summer at her parents' lake house in Wisconsin. Everything felt normal, peaceful, even a little dull, in the best way. Until the text. I was in Denver for a 3-day industry conference. Nothing wild, just a hotel full of architects debating cross-laminated timber and whether Frank Gehry is a genius or a war criminal. Second night, I'm brushing my teeth. Phone lights up at 11:37 p.m. Hey, bumped into Jason at Murphy's. We started talking. It's late. Uber surge is insane, so I'm just going to stay at his place. Show me you're secure and cool about it. Okay? Love you. Jason equals ex-boyfriend from 4+ years ago. They dated roughly 3 years, ended because, his version, different life stages, her version, he couldn't keep a job and treated our apartment like an extension of his Xbox. I had met the guy exactly twice. Both times he made sure to drop loud memories about that insane weekend in Montreal while staring me dead in the eye. What Stephanie forgot to mention, Jason had been married for about a year to a woman named Claire. I knew this only because a mutual friend had posted pictures from their destination wedding in Mexico. So yes, my fiancée was announcing she was sleeping over at a married man's apartment and framing it as a character test for me. I stared at the screen for a full 5 minutes. Heart racing, mind spinning. I typed back the calmest thing I could manage. Do whatever you feel you have to. We'll talk when I'm home tomorrow. Then the petty angel on my shoulder took the wheel. I opened Instagram. Found Jason, found Claire, found her real estate website with the giant call or text anytime number. It was 9:58 p.m. Mountain, 10:58 p.m. Chicago. Colorado is one-party consent for recording. I wasn't worried. Hello. Bright, professional voice. Exactly what you'd expect from someone who closes deals at 11 p.m. Hi, is this Claire? Jason's wife. Yes, who's this? You don't know me. My name is Alex. I'm engaged to Stephanie Weber, Jason's ex. Long pause. Okay, I'm really sorry to call so late, but Stephanie just told me she's staying at your place tonight. I wanted to make sure you knew and were comfortable with it. Absolute silence. Then, I'm not in town. I'm in Iowa visiting my sister. Jason said he was watching the game with friends. Well, I'm truly sorry to be the one. Don't be sorry. Hold on 1 second. I'm adding him to the call. Muffled movement. Then, hey Siri, called Jason. Before he even picked up, she announced loudly. Just so everyone knows, Alex is on the line with me. Pure. Legend. Babe. Jason, cheerful, bar noise in the background. Everything okay? Yeah, quick question, Claire said, ice in her voice. Is Stephanie there right now? What? No, why would? Hi Jason. I jumped in helpfully. Alex here, Stephanie's fiancé. She texted me 20 minutes ago saying she's crashing at your apartment tonight. Background noise instantly dropped. He must have stepped outside. Who the hell is this? He hissed. Alex. We've met. You explained layer. 2 blockchain solutions to me both times. And this is Claire, she added sweetly. Your wife? Currently on speaker with the man who just told me your ex is spending the night while I'm 4 hours away. The stuttering that followed was Olympic level. Claire cut through it. Put Stephanie on the phone. Rustling. Then Stephanie's confused voice. Hello. Hi Steph, Alex here. You're on a conference call with me, your ex, and his wife Claire. Who? Fun fact. Had no idea you were staying over. Alex, are you seriously checking up on? Actually, Claire interrupted. He was checking if I was okay with my husband's ex sleeping at my apartment while I'm out of town. Turns out I'm not. What followed was a glorious three-ring circus. Jason insisting it was innocent. Stephanie flip-flopping between yelling at me for controlling behavior and apologizing to Claire. Claire mostly dropping perfectly timed, unbelievable S like artillery shells. I just listened, sipping hotel tap water like it was the finest popcorn. Eventually, Claire delivered the kill shot. Jason, I'll be home tomorrow morning. Have your belongings and bags by the door. Click. Stephanie rang me instantly. I cannot believe you just did that. Which part? The part where I made sure a married woman knew what was happening under her roof. Nothing was going to happen. I was drunk, it was late. There are hotels. There are female friends. There's literally calling your fiancé and asking like an adult. But you chose to test me instead. She had no answer for the wife being unaware part. The next morning my phone was a war zone of texts. 10:14 a.m. I'm sorry. You're right, it was wrong. Please call me. 10:37 a.m. Nothing happened. We're just friends. 11:02 a.m. Claire has always been jealous of me. She's blowing this up. 11:19 a.m. You're seriously ending us over one mistake? I ignored them all, skipped the rest of the conference, and flew home early. I texted my brother, crashed at his place, and turned my phone off. Next day, Claire left me a voicemail. Hey Alex, it's Claire, Jason's soon-to-be ex-wife. Just wanted to say thank you. Also, when I got home, I found one of Stephanie's earrings on my nightstand and her travel toiletry bag in my bathroom drawer. Thought you should know. I'm sorry. I went to the apartment at the exact time I told Stephanie to be gone. She was, of course, waiting. Maurice watched from the top of the fridge like a furry judge. For 45 minutes, she followed me while I packed, cycling through tears, justifications, and accusations. If you loved me, you'd forgive one mistake. You violated my privacy. You've always been weird about Jason. I said almost nothing. Silence seemed to hurt her more than any comeback I could have crafted. When she physically blocked the door, I finally spoke. Stephanie, you told me you were sleeping at another man's apartment, called it a test, and forgot to mention his wife wasn't home. Claire later found your earrings in her bedroom. So please, explain exactly what I'm misunderstanding. She couldn't. I set my key on the counter, gave Maurice one last chin scratch. He allowed it with royal indifference, and left. Aftermath was predictable. Friends picking teams, family group chats exploding, Stephanie telling anyone who'd listened that I was controlling/insecure/jealous. 2 weeks later, a buddy who'd been at Murphy's that night admitted he'd seen Stephanie and Jason meeting there regularly for weeks. Always the same dark corner booth downstairs. He hadn't said anything because exes can be friends, right? Yeah, sure. 3 months on I had a new place, was drowning myself in work, and had even started dating casually. Then an email from Claire. Subject, you probably want to see this. Attached, screenshots from Jason's old iPad, discovered during divorce discovery. Texts between him and Stephanie from 5 months earlier, when we were still blissfully engaged. Jason, still on for tomorrow? C is at her mom's all weekend. Stephanie, 100%. I has that work thing till late. Same bat time, same bat channel. Jason, bring the red one this time, winky face. Stephanie, already in my purse. There were dozens more going back nearly a year. Claire's note. I'm sorry. You didn't overreact. Hope you're okay. I wrote back. Thank you. You deserve better too. 2 days later, she suggested coffee. Strictly therapeutic, no rom-com expectations. 1 coffee turned into 3 hours. We laughed more than 2 people who'd been recently detonated had any right to. We didn't swap numbers that day. Too soon, too weird, too much like a movie. But a month later, we accidentally kept running into each other at bookstores and markets until we finally admitted we were engineering the accidents. We've been seeing each other 2 months now, slowly, carefully, both of us still in therapy working through the landmines they left. Last week, Stephanie texted me out of nowhere. So you're dating Claire now? That's kind of pathetic, the 2 betrayed partners clinging to each other. I showed Claire. She dictated, I sent. Actually, we bonded over our impeccable taste in partners, followed by temporarily terrible judgment. Working on the second part. Hope you and Jason are thriving. Immediate reply. We're not together. He's with some 22-year-old now. We didn't respond. Just ordered Thai food, opened a decent bottle of red, and toasted to the bizarre, brutal, beautiful way the universe sometimes course corrects. Maury still hates me and remains with Stephanie. Some loyalties you just can't buy. They can keep each other. TLDR, fiancé announced she was sleeping at her married ex's place as a test of my jealousy. I called the wife. Wife merged the call. Chaos. Both relationships exploded. Turns out they'd been cheating for almost a year. The wife and I are now dating each other, slowly, carefully, and happier than we have any right to be. Life is strange and occasionally perfect.